In this video, I'm going to give you 2 reasons why there's a lot of bad news for renters out there here in Colorado. And I can guarantee you, the first reason is going to shock you because you're going to think, well, shoot, this sounds like it's good for renters. But let me digress there. Where right now our legislature in Colorado has 10 bills that they have written that are going through the process of being approved in the State House and State Senate. And these bills are designed to protect tenants or give tenants more rights. But I will tell you, as a real estate investor and landlord, they're shifting the paradigm, the power from so far here to all the way over here, that I'm afraid there's going to be tens of thousands of real estate investors in Colorado who are going to sell. I mean, I already have, because I knew this was coming. And I'm telling realtors that I work with and even my clients, you should probably seriously consider selling your rental properties in Colorado, because it's going to be much more risky to own rental properties in Colorado and much more costly. And so for us as real estate investors, it's a little scary. And if I were a real estate investor still here in Colorado, I would do short-term rentals if you can, legally. I would do what are called mid-term rentals, which I really like, which is where you typically are renting to like a traveling nurse or doctor, or maybe people who are relocating here and need a place to stay for 3, 4, 5 months. That's another great strategy for renters right now. And then the third thing, if you're going to do traditional long-term rentals of a year or longer leases, I would only be buying or owning properties where the rent's at least $3,500 to $4,000 a month, because you got to have high enough rents where you're trying to have as tenants the very best people that have very little risk potentially for you, because they have higher incomes, money saved, great credit. And so, because otherwise I'm afraid it's going to get way too risky for most real estate investors to keep owning rentals in Colorado. So I'm afraid in 2 to 3 years, there'll be, probably 10 to 20,000 fewer rental properties just here in the Metro Denver area. And when I say rental properties, I mean like condos, townhomes, single family homes. And so when that happens, A, rents are going to rise because of supply and demand. B, I think there's going to be a lot more homelessness because there's going to be fewer properties for them to rent. Because a lot of these properties, I think, will get put on the market and sold to potential maybe first-time home buyers. So for those who have been renting, there may be a great opportunity coming in the next couple years for you to buy a home as investors start to sell their properties. So you need to be prepared. Start saving money, work on improving your credit, pay off high interest rate debt. Give me a call so I can help you and guide you along the way to help you become a homeowner. And you can do so by texting me here at 303-881-6374. And then second, I was just going to cover this real quick. Yardi Matrix, which is a real estate data and analytics firm that I like to follow, they're predicting that by 2030, Wall Street will own 40% of all single-family rentals in our country. They spent $60 billion acquiring single-family rentals last year, and planning on greatly increasing that year over year. Where I won't be surprised by 2030 they may own $1 trillion, $2 trillion of single-family homes as rental properties here in Colorado. And just know this: if you're a renter, their stated goal, I remember BlackRock saying this in the fall of 2021. Our goal is to make you a renter for life. And so if you want to be a renter for life, you can do so and let Wall Street, buy, homes from you, and you live in their homes and build their wealth, their clients' wealth. And most of their clients are all millionaires, billionaires. So if you want to help the wealthy build more wealth, stay a renter. But if you want to build wealth for yourself, you have to become a homeowner. And the sooner you can do so, the better off you're going to be to have the time frame needed to grow your wealth through home ownership. There's 10 of them that are going through, from, of potentially putting in or allowing cities and counties to place a cap on how much rents can increase. Also, what's called just cause evictions, of where it's going to be harder to evict someone. And then if you just don't want the tenant anymore, basically what they're wanting to do is making the lease open-ended instead of it being a one-year lease. They want it to be, the state legislature wants it to be in perpetuity. That as long as they're complying with the lease that they currently have, that they get to stay as renters in your home. You know, the only reasons why they can't is if you're moving back into your home or your immediate family, you're going to be doing extensive remodeling of the property. You're going to change it maybe into a short-term rental, or you're going to sell it. So if you'd like to discuss this or you think I'm crazy, you know, please text me 303-881-6374 or comment down below. And also, don't forget to share my videos and please subscribe.